Good evening, students.
Good evening, sir.
How are you guys? How you enjoyed the weekend? Vaishnavi, Hansini,
Fine, sir.
Raghav.
Yes, sir. Fine, sir.
Yeah, anything practiced so far? Because we are entering the last phase of the set operations today, and Venn diagrams. Shall we start the session?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so before going to the Venn diagram, we are going to see the set operations today. Set operations. This is nothing but like numbers. If I am saying there are only 4 algebraic operations we can do, arithmetic operations we will call as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Each one is having symbol. Suppose if any 2 numbers are related by this symbol, you have to add. Related by this number, you have to subtract. Related to this number, you have to multiply, and related with this number, you have to divide. That is what we done in our earlier classes. Same as set. The set meaning is it's a combination of some elements. It might be anything. And set B, it is also combination of some elements. So what are the set operations we are having? Before going to the set operations, majorly we are having 3 things. First one is union of sets. Union of sets. What is the general meaning of union, guys? Anyone having any idea what is the meaning of union in a factory, union in a school? What is that meaning? Hansini, Raghav, Harshida,
Get
anyone?
together.
So, irrespective of what department you are working, the meaning of union means, suppose if there is a factory, there is some power plant or something. So there are certain divisions, even the person who don't know who is working where. So everything will be in a single plant. This is a plant. So the meaning of union means what? All the workers will form as a group and they will be in that. Irrespective one person, see there is an engineer who is working in both the departments. There is a manager who is monitoring all the 3 departments. He belongs to all the 3 departments, but when it comes to union, he is also an employee of this factory. The union of sets means irrespective of the elements are repeating in section A or section B, you are combining and all elements are putting in a group, that is called union. Are you clear, guys, what I'm saying? Students?
Yes, sir.
So that means how I can define union as set 2 sets? The union of its symbol is U. The union of 2 sets A and B consists of all the elements of A and B, all the elements which belongs to either, all the elements which belongs to either to set A or to set B. It is non-mandatory. What are the elements you are collecting? It should be available in both the sets. And it is denoted by A union B and is read as A union B. See, you are uniting the elements of A and B. That's it. In English language, you are uniting the elements of A and B. You are mixing, you are taking the elements and B, irrespective of both are available in both the sets or not. Just you are keeping in one set. That set is called A union B. In some books, in some other foreign language books, you can see A cup B. This is also meaning of A union B. Guys, is it clear with the definition? The meaning of union means you are just mixing both the sets and keeping as a single set. If any element is repeating in both the sets, that we are considering as a single element in the union set. Suppose if I am having A is equal to 5, 6, 7, B is equal to 6, 8. The set operation A union B is you are collecting all the elements of A and all the elements of B. You are collecting all the elements of A, 5, 6, 7, and 6 is already repeated in A, and 8 is not there in A. So one more element you have to take from B. So this is how we can group we can union the elements of A and B that can be represented A union B. From this one observations you can do, the union set is a set which contains all the elements of A and also which contains all the elements of B. I can write like this: A is a subset of A union B and B is also a subset of A union B in all cases. I can write like this, guys. Whatever the sets you take, and if you are taking union, the given sets is always a subsets of union sets. I can say like this, guys.
Yes, sir.
Correct or not?
Right.
Yeah. Now, one more question for you people. Set A. Number of numbers divisible by 2. Set B. Numbers divisible by 3. Then find A union B. How to do this question, Hamsini or Vaishnavi, anyone?
Sir, it will be 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 8, and so on.
How I can write?
Sir,
Yes.
set of all the numbers that are divisible by 2 as well as and divisible by 3 or divisible by 3, sir.
Not and.
They are divisible by 6.
Will be not
Yes,
correct.
sir.
Divisible by
Or
2 or 3.
divisible by 3. Yes, sir.
So you have to collect all the numbers which can be divisible by 2 or 3. It might not divisible by 3 or it might not divisible by 2, but any one number should be divisible. Correct? Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Either 2 or 3 or I can write, I can extend or both.
Sir, if it was A intersection B, then it should come and no, sir, like numbers divisible by 2 and 3, like it should be both, sir.
I will come to that one. Suppose if I am collecting all the numbers, all 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. If I am collecting all these numbers, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. So the common thing is 2, 3, 4, 6, 6, 9, 8, 12, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, like that it is coming. So number is divisible by 2 or 3 or both of them. If I am taking 18, it is divisible by both 2 and both 3. If I am taking 15, it is divisible by only 3. If I am taking 12, it is divisible by both 2 and 3. If I'm taking 9, it is divisible by only 3. If I'm taking 8, it is divisible by only 2. So either 2 or 3 or both. This is how we can able to develop the union operation. It's not actually addition. It is just joining the sets and forming a new set which contains both the sets. Are you clear what I'm trying to say? Is it clear, guys? Yes or no? Guys, I can move to the next one. Students, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, are you clear? Yeah, now I'm going to write the properties. These properties are important for our level. Properties of union of two sets. Union of two sets are three sets. Union of sets. Basic properties we will see. If anything missing, I will explain again. So union of set is commutative. It will follow the commutative law. Commutative means A union B will be equal to B union A. Just you are combining here. That's the reason A union B is equal to B union A. Or if I am taking some other sets, E union F will be equal to F union E. So union is an operation which is commutative. Union of two sets is commutative. Union of two sets is always commutative. I think everybody knows what is the meaning of commutative rule.
Yes, sir.
There are some operations. Suppose if I am saying 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2. So addition is an addition of two numbers is a commutative. But I can't say 2 minus 3 is equal to 3 minus 2. This is wrong. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So addition will follow the commutative rule, but subtraction will not follow the commutative rule. That means A comma B are two numbers. A minus B is not equal to B minus A, but A plus B is equal to B plus A. So if the order is changing in an operation, if order is independent of the operation, then it is called commutative rule. It's working as like A into B is equal to B into A, but A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. So addition and multiplication is commutative, subtraction and division are not commutative. So like this, you can remember the concept of commutative. So many places you will get even vectors in future in different kind of matrices. Some other places also we will discuss about the commutative rule. The second one is it is an associative rule. Union is union of sets. Union of sets is associative. Is associative. What is the meant by associative, guys? What is meant by associative? Anyone can able to remember associative of three numbers for addition?
Sir, like from whichever number we start also, it should be the same. Like if it is A plus B plus C, then if it is like bracket A plus B plus C, that is also equal to bracket B plus C plus A.
Correct. Suppose if I'm adding two numbers, first I'm adding 2 and 3 and after that I'm adding 1 will be equal to, first add 1 plus 2, after that we add 3. Both will be the same. Correct? This is called associative property of that particular operation. What this says here, if I'm taking A union B, after that if I'm union with C, that will be equal to B union C, and again I am union with A. Irrespective of what order you are taking the union of two sets doesn't matter. Finally, I'm taking union of A, B, C, whatever the order you take union, even if I'm taking A, union C and union B, all these three things say same kind of set. That is union of set A, set B and set C. Guys, clear what it is saying? What is the meaning of associative law? Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Next one, third property. Suppose if I'm having two sets, if A and B are two sets, and I am calculating A union B, that is each and every element of A comma B is available in A union B. That is only the definition. You're uniting the elements of A and elements of B, and that you are writing as a set, that is called A union B. This property I already discussed. Since each and every element of set A contained A union B, A is a subset of A union B, and B also a subset of A union B. This is a third property. Fourth one. If A is a subset of B, then A union B is nothing but B only. What is that meant by fourth statement, man? Anyone can explain the fourth statement? Anyone can explain?
Sir, if A is a subset of B, that means if all the elements of A.
See, each and every elements of A is available in B, and if I am uniting A and B means the B contains already all the elements of A. So
Yes,
the
sir.
union of these two sets is nothing but B only. Suppose A is equals 1, 2, 3, 4, and set B is equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. If I am taking A union B, I will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. This is nothing but set B only. So your union of two sets, if one set is a set of another given set, then union of both the sets is B only. Is it clear, guys? What is this meaning? See, these principles and properties are useful whenever they are not giving any elements. Generally, certain numericals in higher level, they will discuss only with these relations. They won't mention with any particular set. They will give these laws and they will ask you to calculate. They will ask us to prove some other statement. There, these rules will be useful for us. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is meant by complement of a set? See, when I am explaining the complement of a set, it is mandatory to explain its universal set, correct? Am I right or wrong, guys?
Yes, sir.
So A is a set, and this is a universal set, and A dash is the complement of
A.
A. What is it meaning? Consider the universal set, and what are the elements of A is available. Remove those elements, rest of all the elements is available in A dash, correct? Suppose
Yes, sir.
my universal set will be equal to all the English alphabets A, B, C, D, and so on, X, Y, Z, for example. So if A is equal to A, E, I, O, U, what is the A complement? What is A complement? Except these 5 elements, rest B, C, D, and F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
You won't come, sir.
Sorry? Anything I done any mistake?
No, sir. No, sir.
Suppose if I'm taking A union A dash, what I will get?
The universal set.
A, B, C, and so on. Z only, no? That is nothing but your universal set, correct? So, how I can define union of a set and its complement? The fifth property I can write like this. The union of a set and its complement is the universal set. The union of a set and its complement is the universal set. How I can represent A union A dash is always a universal set. or B union B dash is always its universal set. If universal set is not defined, it is not so easy, or I can say almost it is not possible to do the union of a set and its complement. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying? So whenever they are asking the union of a set and its complement, definitely you have to identify somewhere in the question there is a definition for the universal set. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
The last one, the union of a set and an empty set, what I will get? It's application of fourth one only. Suppose if I am saying A union null set, what I will get?
A.
A. B union null set, B. So why I can say very clearly here, null set is a subset of A. So according to the fourth statement, if a set is subset of that set and union of these two sets is A only. And other application is if A union universal set, what I will get? Universal set. B union universal set. Universal set. Because A or B or what are the sets for a particular situation, it is always subsets of the universal set. A is a subset of universal sets. B is a subset of universal sets. Some books they will represent universal set is capital U, like this. This is universal set in some places. Don't confuse. But there is a proper definition for the universal set. They will explain clearly in the numerical universal set. So you can identify whether it is universal set or it is a symbol for union. Is it clear, guys? All the properties of the universal set. When you do some numericals based on these properties, it will be easy to understand one more time what is the purpose of these properties. Only knowing the union is not important for us level. Understanding and application of the properties in numericals is important for us. Is it clear? Shall I move to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Next one is intersection. Suppose if two lines are intersecting, the meaning of this is both the lines are meeting at one point. That point is called point of intersection, which is common to both the lines. Or if three lines are passing through 3 points, this is called point of concurrency. That point is common to each and every line. L1, L2, L3 are 3 lines. This is the point O, which is common to 3 lines. That means this point is lying on line 1, this point is lies on line 2, and this point is lies on line 3. Same as if I am having two sets, A is one set, 5, 6, 7. I am taking the same example. And B is another set, 6 and 8. The meaning of intersection already geometrically we know where both the things will meet at one common thing. Intersection means intersecting. So same as if I am overlapping A and B, what are the common elements available in A and B? Those elements if you are making as a set, that meaning is called intersection. So how we can define, anyone can define the definition of the intersect? Anyone, guys? In your own words.
So the common elements present in both the sets.
Yeah, the intersection of two sets A and B, the intersection of two sets A and B is the set of elements which are common to both the sets, which are common to both the sets. You can write in your own words. It is mandatory. It is not mandatory what are the thing I am writing here. Just to explain in a little bit detailed way, I am writing this statement. What he said, intersection of two sets can be known as what are the elements common in both the sets we are forming as a single set. That set is called intersection of both the sets. So it is denoted by A intersection B and read as A intersection B or A cap B. A cup B is A union B. A intersection B. This is A cap B. And the symbol for intersection is this one. You can see on the screen. So intersection means you have to choose the common elements which contains both the sets. Suppose if I am talking about two sets which is intersecting, means take the common elements of the both the section and form a separate set. That set is called intersection of the given two sets. I am going with another example. How we are going to explain? A is set of numbers divisible by 2. A is a set of numbers divisible by 2. B is set of numbers divisible by 3. What is the A intersection B?
Numbers divisible by
All the
6.
elements here. I will get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and so on. So I am collecting all the numbers here 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and so on. If I am collecting commonly, what are the numbers I will get? I will get
6, 12, 18.
after that again. After that I will get again 12 only. Again after that I will get 18. After 18 what
24.
you will get?
24.
24 and so on. So what is the condition, common condition for all these digits?
So all are divisible by 6.
Numbers divisible by 6 or divisible by both
2 and 3.
2 and 3. It's not either. Whatever the number you are writing here, it should be divisible by 2 as well as 3. It should be divisible by 2 as well as 3. That is the meaning of intersection. See, this is one intersection element. 6 is there, 6 is there. Before 6, there is no elements are common. Again, 12 is common after 6. Here 8 and 10, this 8 and 10 is not available in this set. Again, 18 is common element. 14, 16, 15 are not common. So this is how we can write the intersection of two sets. Now, anyone can explain the properties from with respect to its previous. What are the properties you can identify from the intersection? What are the properties of intersection of two sets? First property,
Commutative.
Associative.
it's commutative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's commutative.
Intersection is a commutative operation. It's not like subtraction. That's the reason I am trying to say subtraction is different, intersection is different. So intersection is commutative. Intersection of two sets is always commutative. Intersection of two sets is commutative. So how we can write this statement as mathematically how we can write, guys?
A intersection B equals B intersection.
Yeah, A intersection B and B intersection A both are same only. The next one is intersection of three sets is associative. Intersection of three sets associative. So A intersection of B intersection C and A intersection B of intersection C. That means all the common elements in three sets. That is only the meaning of intersection of these three sets. Irrespective of whatever the order you are doing the intersection of three sets is always same. Whether you are doing A and B first and doing with C, or you are doing A and B and C doing with A is same only. Even I can write like this, guys. A intersection C is intersecting with B. Is this also right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So third one. From the previous examples, it will be very clear. Intersection means whatever the elements you are getting, these elements are available available in both A and B sets. That means I can write if A and B are two sets and A intersection B is another set. So A intersection B is a subset of A
Union
and
B.
A intersection B is also a subset of B. Am I right, guys?
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of disjoint sets?
The sets which don't have any elements in common.
A and B are disjoint sets. The meaning of disjoint sets is no common elements. Then what is the A intersection B, guys?
Null set.
Null set.
Because it's completely saying disjoint means whatever the elements available in A, there is no elements available in B. What are the elements in B? Each at least one element of B also not available in A. It's a completely different. Set A 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B A, B, C, D. I can say set A and B are disjoint sets. If I am taking the union of these two sets, that means I am collecting the common elements of A and B. There is no common elements. That means these two sets are disjoint sets. No common elements. So automatically A intersection B is a null set. Or I can say like this, if intersection of two sets is a null set or empty set, I can call then the two sets are disjoint sets. Are you clear, guys? This is a little bit important points in some proofs. Using this statement, based on this statement, we will conclude some statements to understand, to prove certain statements. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying? Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
If A intersection B is not a null set, at least one element is common to A and B. That is, A and B are overlapping sets or joint sets. I think this is very logical. There is no need to explain much, correct? That means at least we are getting some element. That means what are the elements? It is not a null set. It is equal to some set. So what are the elements are available in this? At least all these elements are common to A and B. That is the reason it is not equal to null set. Now, what is the intersection of a set and its complement?
Null set.
Null set. Theoretically, how I can say it is a null set? A set and its complement always, I can say always disjoint sets. The meaning of complement is always what are the elements available in that set, excluding all the elements remaining on. That is the meaning of complement. So set A is a set and its complement is set A dash. So what are the elements repeating in A? At least one element also won't come in A. So according to the previous statement, if the two sets are disjoint sets, then the intersection of the two sets is a null set. So I can move to next one, guys. So Hamsini will explain. What is the intersection of a set and null set? Intersection of a set and null set. Madam, Hamsini, Harshida, Madhumita, anyone?
Sir, it will be null set only, sir.
Null set. Can you explain? Can you conclude your statement why it is null set?
Sir, because null set, like, it is the only set, sir, and the common every set has a null set in it. So the common intersection thing between A and null set is the null set.
So null
The
set
null-
means no
The null
element.
set is a subset of A.
So null set is a subset of A. Like that also I can say a subset and set intersection is always that subset. That is also one more theoretical explanation. Null set is a subset of A. From previous properties, if any set is a subset of A and its intersection is null set. Like that also I can explain. Yeah. The last one. What is the intersection of a set and its universal set?
Sir,
My
A.
universal set is all the alphabets A, B, C, and so on up to Z. Set A is only vowels A, E, I, O, U. What is its intersection?
A.
A. How I can say every set is a subset of universal set. So intersection is its subset only. Even B intersection to its universal set, it's B only. So even the last two properties we can derive from it. Property of 3. If a set is, if A is a subset of B and A intersection B is A only, from here only we can able to prove this last two statements. Is it clear? Shall I go for a few numericals of intersection? One or two numericals I can go. Is it clear, guys?
Sir,
See, yes.
sir, the distributive law, can you state it, sir?
Distributive law we are not applying here. We will apply only when I am considering both the sets together. I will explain intersection, union together. We are having some rules there. I will explain the distributive law. As of now, you hold the distributive law. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Just we will do one or two numericals. Later, I will explain the distributive law. Because after discussing the Venn diagram, if you understand the distributive law, it is easy to understand. So as of now, first we will start the basics of the set operations. These are the three basic operations. From these three basic operations only, most of the other operations we will discuss. One is intersection, another one is union, another one is difference. These three are the main operations. Yeah. The question was, if A is equal to factors of, yes, Raghav, please. You're asking, you're trying to ask something, please. Hey, Raghav, please ask your question.
Sir, universal set, you denoted some symbol now, right?
This is one symbol, and another symbol is xi.
Yeah, sir. This symbol they never taught us in school. That is why I have a doubt.
No, it is
Second one.
different in books, man. If you refer some books, they will represent even with the symbol xi also.
Okay, sir.
Suppose if you go for some other reference books, I am having the set of 15 students. There is a possibility of 15 students can use 15 different books. You can use S-Chan, you can use SL Aurora, and somebody can use NCRT, and some people can use Nutan Publications, and some people can use some Cambridge curriculum books, or some may use APL, like this. So it depends upon author. We need to know majorly any book I gone through so far. Lakshmi Publications or what, they will use either capital U like this. This is the universal symbol mostly, or some books, some foreign authors books, they will use xi is also a universal set. So don't confuse. But anyway, in question they will define what is a universal set. Sometimes they will say A is a universal set and B and C are the some other set in that. So at that case, you need not worry. See, these symbols are only our notations. It is not 100% standard notations. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So B is the factors of 36. B is the factors of 36. Then find A union B and A intersection B. Quickly. How to do? Form the set A, tabular form of the set A I want, tabular form of the set B, then it will be easy to do. What is the factors of 24? Vaishnavi? Factors of 24. Navya, anyone?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 24 and 12. Sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8,
12, 24.
12 and 24. What are the factors of 36? 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12,
12,
18,
18 and 36.
36.
Then what is the union?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 8, 9, 12,
12,
18,
18,
24,
24.
36.
So A union B is equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 18, 24, 36. What is A intersection B?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6,
1,
12.
2, 3,
1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and
12.
so this is how in general we can able to do the union and intersection. Is it possible always we will do intersection union like this? Is it possible? Each and every case of sets we can do like this. Is it possible I can frame the intersection or I can tabulate the elements of A and B in all cases? Even in finite cases also sometimes it is not possible. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
If the set contains some 200 elements, I can't write like this. If the set contains 300 elements, I can't write like this. That's the reason we are following two different methods, some deductive methods and diagrammatical pictorial method to solve the intersection and unions or some other related operations to the sets that we are going to discuss in next class. Today we are going to discuss one more operation called difference of two sets. It's not actually subtraction. In sets, the subtraction symbol says difference. Keep it in mind, guys. Many students are confused. The difference of two sets, subtraction of two sets is not same. There is no subtraction of two sets. Only difference of two sets. There is a lot of meaning. Difference of two sets is not subtraction. We are not going to subtract any element here. It is not possible to subtract element with another element. So I will explain the definition. The meaning of definition of A minus B. We won't call A minus B. A difference B. The symbol for the difference is a subtraction symbol. So if A and B are two given sets, if A and B are two given sets, then their difference, A minus B is the set of those elements. Sorry guys, it's not A minus B, A difference B. What is the difference in A when compared to B? That is the meaning. Set of those elements which belongs to A but not, which belongs to set A but not to set B. Understand, guys, what is this meaning? A difference B means, suppose if I am having set A 5, 6, 7, set B 6, 8. According to definition of union, I am explaining all the three definitions here to understand a little bit better of difference. The meaning of A union B means I have to combine all the elements of A and B irrespective of whether it is repeated in both the sets or not. If it is repeated, I have to write only one time. And the meaning of A intersection B, I have to collect only the elements of A and B, only common to A and B. So answer is 6. Are you clear so far? The meaning of A difference B means, the meaning of A difference B, I have to collect all the elements of A, and I have to omit the elements of A which is repeated in B. So 5 is repeated? No. 7 is repeated? No. 6 is repeated in B. So I have to omit the 6. So this is the meaning of difference. I have to take the elements of A which is different from B. Understand what is the meaning of difference?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if I am writing B minus A, I have to collect all the elements of B which is different from A. So that is only
8.
what? 8. So A minus B means you are taking the different elements of A with respect to B. B minus A means you are taking the set B as the reference. You are taking the elements of B which is not available in A. I can say like that. Elements of A which is not available in B. I can say in other way like this. Guys, is there anything wrong in my statement? Elements of A which is not available in B. I can write like this also. The meaning of A difference B. So 5, 6, 7 are the elements of A, but 6 is available in B. So omit 6 and collect remaining elements. That is the meaning of difference. Is it clear, guys? What is the meaning of difference? Understand, guys? What is the meaning of difference?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the properties I will explain after Venn diagrams, the difference of the two sets. How I can write difference of set in X, how I can write difference of two sets in set builder form? Anyone can give the difference of two sets in set builder form? A is one set, there are some elements in set A. B is in the set, there are some elements in B. The A minus B in set builder form I can write like this.
X such that X belongs to A and X does not belong to B.
And X does not belongs to B. What are the elements belongs to A? All you have to collect, but if there are any elements in A belongs to B, that you should not collect. So B minus A is X such that X belongs to B and X does not belongs to A. So clearly I can say the difference of two sets is not commutative. A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Is everyone will agree with me?
Yes,
A
sir.
minus B represents set of elements of A which is not available in B. B minus A represents set of elements of B. It is not mandatory. It is not always A minus B is not equal to B is equal to B minus A. Might be some cases, but not always. So I can say the difference of two sets is not commutative. Difference of two sets is not commutative. Same as associative also can explain. So we will do one question based on this. With this, we'll try to close. Tomorrow we'll discuss the Venn diagrams. After discussing the Venn diagram, there are three parts in the Venn diagram. First is discussion of Venn diagrams. How to do these all operations and properties using Venn diagrams. And after that, practical problems. That is the end of the sets concept. These are the three things we'll see. Yeah. The question is, A is equal to B, C, D, E, and B is equal to A, B, C. Find the A union B, B union A, sorry, A minus B, B minus A. Try all these 4 questions, guys. I will ask the answer. Anyone randomly, I will ask. కొంచెం మల్లికార్జున నాకు టాబ్లెట్ ఎట్టి పరిస్థితి ఆల్రెడీ సరే 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 Guys, anyone got the answer? A union B?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the answer of A union B? Combining all the elements.
A, B,
A, B, C, D, E.
So A union B is equal to A, B, C, D, E. Next, A intersection B.
BC.
B, C. And A difference B.
DE.
Sorry?
DE.
D, E, sir.
D. And B difference A.
A, sir.
A.
A.
A. Yeah, I will explain how to write the difference using union and intersection symbols in next class. And Venn diagrams, I can explain the difference symbol, and I can explain the difference symbol using union and intersection also. Union and intersection also. Yeah. So one more last question for this. Using the intervals, any questions if they are asking how to perform. A is a set X such that X belongs to whole numbers and X is lying between 5 less than X less than 10. And B is a set 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And C is a set X such that X is equal to 2n, where n belongs to whole numbers and n belongs to natural numbers, not whole numbers, and n less than or equal to 4. Find A intersection B intersection C. Please try to solve this question and we'll wind up the session with this. Tomorrow we'll meet with Venn diagrams and after that complete numericals for 2 sections.
Sir, 6, sir.
So first, what is the set of A elements? If I am writing the tabular column, what are the elements of A? 6, 7, 8, 9. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
What are the elements of C?
2, 4, 6, 8.
2, 4, 6, 8. Because I can use 1, 2, 3, 4 of natural numbers. If I am substituting 1, 2 will come. So what is a B intersection C? First I have to calculate B intersection C. And B and C, what are the common elements? 4, 6. And A intersection B intersection C means the elements which is common in B intersection C and A. A is 6, 7, 8, 9 and B is intersection C is 4, 6. Only the 6 is common. This is how we can able to do intersection of three sets also. It's very simple. If the elements are not given, if they are asking us to prove in Venn diagrams, that we will discuss in tomorrow. So shall we meet on tomorrow class?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hope
Thank
you
you,
all-
sir.
Anyone having any doubts, please let me know. Otherwise, I will wind up the session.